Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading I want to begin a new series with you guys only if you guys enjoy it and think it would be beneficial for you. So I want to start a new series of letting the tarot answer our pressing questions. You know, when we do tarot readings, for example, we're like, how come tarot sometimes manifests and other readings not? Other times I get questions like, well, how come tarot always works out for me in relationships but doesn't work out in finances, or the other way around? How come tarot sometimes predicts things for me and they work out, and then other times it doesn't? What's going on, and are these things going to happen for me or not? And we usually have an opinion. You know, we have a lot of videos of spiritual people, experts, people saying their opinions, everyone contributing to the conversation of specific questions that we would love to know about. Things like how to manifest the things that you want, and many other questions that we have in our minds that we would really love to know. You know, we dig into the esoteric world, we read a lot of books about it, and we try to gather an information here, piece of information here, one there, and form our opinion. Who's speaking to us on the other side? Is it our spirit guides? Is it source? Is it a flow of energy that we connect to? All of these questions, and I'm going to leave these questions to you. I picked the first topic based on your questions for today's reading, and then I'm going to have a poll. If you guys love this series, we can do it once a month, where we let tarot answer for us our pressing questions. I promise you, I will shuffle the cards, or everything in front of camera, and I will look at the cards. I do that in every reading, but especially in this one, because I want it to be a collective reading. The more people, the more magic. We are all finding the answers together. And the more there are people involved, the more we put our brains in spiritual gifts and intuition, because every single one of you watching is a magical being and you have a contribution. So the way I'm thinking about doing it is, I want to shuffle the cards, ask the question, set the intention that we really want to know more information about, and see what the cards tell us. I will read the cards in front of you, tell you exactly what I see, but I want it to be a cooperative thing. If you notice something, you don't have to cooperate. If you could just sit down and enjoy it, right? But if you do see something like, hey, you know what? You've noticed the red, I've noticed the yellow, or you saw the yellow like that, but I actually saw it like that. Please jump in, share your magic, because people are going to be watching this video and they're going to be reading your comments, and together we will have all together as a community contributed to pressing questions that we have. The more people, the merrier. More magic comes in, and together we figure it out. I might read something and then reread your comments and go, oh, that makes sense. You know, most important thing, in my opinion, for this to work is to make it a safe environment for everyone to jump in and say what they want. So if you like this series, I would advise you to contribute and say everything on your mind, respectfully and kindly, making it an inviting environment, a spiritually inviting environment for people to put their magic in. This way, we all hand in hand contribute together and find out answers, not opinions in this reading. It's not based on opinions in any way, shape, or form. We've heard opinions left, right, and center, and they're to be respected and loved. But in this reading, we are taking a look and seeing, what is energy telling us? What is the tarot telling us about our pressing questions? And in today's reading, we are going to be taking a look at, why do tarot readings sometimes manifest for us, but other times, seemingly at least, not? Will they not, or will they? Or what exactly is the secret and what is going on? All right, so this will be our main deck for today's reading. I have 4 decks up there that I'm going to pull 1 card from each as the main answer right there, and then we'll be playing around with tarot over and over, analyzing what we see. All right, so as promised, I'm going to be shuffling the cards on camera. By the way, in every reading that I do, you will always see, oops, I just wanted to make sure it was the right way up. I always leave a preparation part of the reading in the description box. You can always click on it and watch me prepare for the piles and be part of it if this is something that you would enjoy. Okay, so that's the second deck. That's also an oracle deck. So we have 3 oracle decks and 1 tarot deck that I will kind of be treating like an oracle. I'll be treating it both like a tarot and an oracle because each card in this one depicts a goddess. So I'll be analyzing it based on the meaning. Oops, I didn't want to see that. Which way? It doesn't matter. I'm not going to be taking reversals. So however they come up, they will. So yeah, it has. We will be reading it in terms of both the tarot card and the goddess depicted on the card. Okay. You've already set the intention for today's reading. Right. Let's keep it there. And shuffle our main deck. If you're interested, by the way, in any of the decks that I use, you'll find that I leave all their names. I always list them down in the description box for you. Right, let's now begin our reading and ask, why do tarot readings sometimes manifest but at other times not? What is the secret? What's going on? Will they manifest, or how are things supposed to work? Right, so we have journey through life. Let's keep it right there. We have relax. Wonderful. Ooh, okay. You have, this feels magical already, the mouse and buttercup with innocence. Wow. Actually, let's keep it up there. And we have the 8 of fire with the red bikini. YouTube rules, let me cover this up and I'll be back. All right, let's now open our tarot deck. Very interesting choice of cards. I'm almost mind blown. But let's now explore. Our cards. Right off the bat, we have 3 cards. I also see these 2 popping out, this one and this one. So these will be the cards for the first round that we will be taking. So you have the 10 of swords, or we have the 10 of swords. Let's keep it there. Okay. Or how about we keep it here? If we want to use the extra space, we'll use it. Then we have the 8 of swords. How interesting. Swords are all about the mind, you know. And we have the Hierophant, spiritual growth and learning. Ooh, this is very, very deep. Sometimes when I do tarot readings, I really feel like something on the other side is definitely answering us. So we have the 9 of Wands, the King of Cups. Okay, so this one first. We have the Ace of Swords. And last but certainly not least, we have the 2 of Cups. Ooh, okay. So what are we seeing? So by accident, I've seemed to have divided the reading into two parts. This part and this part. All right. I'm seeing the idea of resurrection here, which is something that I've noticed here. You know, I was really confused. I'll tell you why. Because with the mouse and the buttercup, it's at 0, which reminds me of the Fool. And a lot of the tarot cards, they put the mouse as the Fool card, signifying its innocence, but also it fits as a Fool because it's very determined, also highly adaptable. You know, when we watch the mice in somebody's home, you can see how much they adapt. They understand when you poison cheese, the next time they don't come near it. They're highly adaptable and they're very determined. They're all about exploration, and that's why they fit for the Fool card. And although this was an oracle deck, it showed itself in today's reading with the innocence at 0 as the Fool. But here with Hafiz, which is the 15th ancient Egyptian decan of the 15th ancient Egyptian week, which is 10 days, by the way, we see the heart of the matter. We see something in the middle. So we have the beginning of the journey, but here, Hafiz means middle of the boat, or actually heart of the boat. And that's why in the hieroglyph of Hafiz, we have a heart, if you can see. And heart with ancient Egyptian means in the middle of the matter. So we're seeing, the reason I talked about resurrection here, for some reason it popped up, I don't know. Or maybe it's not resurrection, maybe it's about restarting our spiritual journey, you know, constantly restarting. The reason I thought about that was because we have the middle of the boat here, and then starting over one more time, you know, in the middle. It didn't start the other way around where we had the Fool card here and then the middle of the road, which would make sense. We're seeing the idea of in the middle of the journey and then starting over. And this really takes me here, before we go to the 10 of Swords with the resurrection, this type of movement of going back and forth. The question is it going back and forth between something that we wanted to start or in the middle of something we were doing and then restarting? Or is this talking about the exchange of energy between our world and the physical realm, especially that Hafiz specifically represents our physical world? You know, this 15th, I'll put it all together for you, but I'm just telling you my thoughts. This specific decan deals with our physical body. The next decan, by the way, so physical body is like how we age, we grow, are the new experiences that we get into. And then number 16, which is Seshmu, deals with our spiritual journey. And then number 17, Kenmu, deals with death. And then Tepiye Semid, number 18, which covers more the mental and intellectual world in our heads, which popped up in one of the readings, I think 2 days ago, with advice on your current situation. Anyways, my whole point is this deals with the physical world. Now look at that. Let's put it together now. We're talking about middle of the road, restarting, resurrection. We're seeing some cycle going on, right? The red Dakini with the 8 of Wands is showing me that same cycle, because the red Dakini bursts into manifestation from the realm of spirit. And through her dance, you know, she leaps between these two worlds, creating a path or maybe gateways through her movement from the spiritual world to our world, back to and for, with her dance. She also revives the dead, by the way. So, if I were to look at the similarities in this card, from my opinion, I'm seeing we're getting a strong message that there is a cycle going on, a spiritual cycle that happens to every individual in their journey through life. And that everyone is going to go through this cycle of ups and downs, being beaten up and feeling stuck, and then resurrecting and learning and feeling the peace and getting what we want. So this clearly looks like to me that tarot or energy or whatever we're connecting with is saying that we will always be in this cycle of ups and downs to grow spiritually. And that this cycle is necessary for our spiritual growth, where sometimes it's down and sometimes it's so high up and relaxed and happy. Oh, interesting. You know, this Deccan is depicted as a baboon that is surrounded by the disc of Ra and the solar bark. And so it shows that as we journey through life, we have what we continue to carry with us. So what's important before answering the question is that the learnings or the things that we get from this dance, from the difficulties, are the process. See the disc here and here that takes us to the relaxation and what we want. You know what this is telling me? This is telling me that when tarot says something, this is exactly what I'm understanding. Reciprocation. You get, at the end of the day, what you want after you understand how to get it. This is what I'm getting. When you hear a tarot reading and it gives you a promise, that does not mean, like I've worded the question, why does it sometimes manifest and at other times not? No. This means to show you that you will be somewhere in this cycle. So when you hear a tarot reading, the question is, where am I on this cycle of manifestation of life? And how close am I to getting what I want through what I'm carrying with me? I'm understanding that it's all a cycle of the Ten of Swords. And Ten of Swords are an end of a torturous cycle, but we're seeing resurrection. We grow, and what we carry with us from this growth, that is what allows us, whether energetically or mentally or spiritually or even physically, in the things and the tools that we create along the way, the learnings, the understandings, the ideas that helps shift our energies and our thoughts, whatever we carry from these difficult times are exactly what helps us manifest what we want. So at the end of the day, when you hear a tarot reading, it's there to bring you clarity and show you the message with love. When it happens like the Nine of Wands here, it's like it may be painful counting down, and that's why maybe we don't always get a message of timing. Because at the end of the day, it's a spiritual cycle that is all in your hands. Just like the Dakini going back and forth with her dance. I'm getting the idea that when we ask about timing, it's really, as you can see, in our hands. And depending on our maybe willingness to work through our difficulties, trying to understand how to get out of it, maybe instead of thinking, when am I going to get this? which is absolutely understandable when we're holding a ball of fire. Totally understandable. But again, just like the fire, it's a dance. And it's more about what you carry from these lessons that will take you to your blessing. If you're not getting your manifestation as quickly as you wanted, if you hear promises in tarot readings, you are gonna get them. But always remember that at the same time, it's still up to you, in your hands. It's like, when, for example, this is reminding me of when we see, especially with the innocents, when we see a child wanting to walk and they get frustrated and they fall onto the ground, do we not have the capability of just holding their hands and making them walk? I'm sure we really do, but we all choose not to interfere in this process, because every time they fall and get up, their muscles get stronger. And it's more like, I'm seeing the universe here, or whatever is talking to us in this tarot reading, is more allowing us to experience it and learn it with ourselves, grow these muscles so that we change into the people we want, and we get the learnings to get what we want and prevent the dangers from us. We grow from these experiences in much more meaningful and powerful ways that solve so many things in our lives, more than just simply getting that thing that we want. So there's so much abundance and peace and blessings that come with learning to do it ourselves. Like going back to the example of the child, their goal could be frustration because they want to go to their toy. If we pick them up and help them walk to their toy, they might make it this time. But the blessings that come with being able to walk themselves gives them ultimate freedom for the rest of their lives, makes them develop in a healthy way. Although they may not know that instantly, they will forever be grateful that they have their own legs to walk on, that are trained properly, that their muscles are strong, that they're able to walk and go to whatever room they want when they want their own privacy and they want to check something and they don't want you to know. They will have the freedom to make that choice for themselves and to walk and have the privacy that they need to grow, and so on and so forth. So it's kind of like, in my opinion, not my opinion, I mean my opinion of the reading. It's kind of like allowing us as human beings to take that growth rather than just giving it to us. And so my answer to this question that we asked today, in terms of what I'm seeing in the cards, does it sometimes not manifest? No, it's not like it sometimes manifests and other times doesn't. I believe that the answer to this question is that sometimes it depends on where you are in the cycle. If you're listening to the reading and you're very close to the cycle, you see more signs, they're rushing at you, and you're already seeing things in the reading that are already happening in your life, and you kind of gauge that, hey, this is happening to me now, which is a lot of the experience that I see, having the privilege to read all of your comments. All of you guys have this privilege to read the comments from you guys every day. I see a lot of you saying, hey, this is all actually happening to me now. I'm like, wow, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened. And it looks like you're already very close to your new beginning, to your new blessing. And some are like, hey, this didn't resonate at all. And although some of it resonate, but I keep not getting the result. And so it looks like this reading is still for you. It's resonating with you. It's giving you the signs that you have been seeing. Everything is resonating in your life, but the last part. And it shows you that where you are on the cycle, maybe you're nearly there. Or sometimes you're like, okay, that doesn't resonate with me at all. I'm in a terrible state in my life, and in this case tarot cards are showing us that you're maybe just a little bit further from it, but it does not mean that what you heard all the amazing things that you heard in your piles, the piles that you picked, especially the ones that keep repeating to you. You maybe will find the one, or you will have a great family, or you will be wealthy, whatever it is. No, we don't know when, we don't know how. The universe has its magical ways. And the cycle will always end. Where you take learnings and take things, allowing you to get into the phase that you want. So if you heard things in your tarot reading about you getting this or you getting that and it didn't happen, know that it's a matter of time. And you'll find yourself in cycles, by the way, that's why. Oh my God, you remember the question? The question was, why in tarot reading sometimes it manifests and other times not? That actually answers the question, where for some people relationships are easier and finances are not. For other people it's the other way around, or whatever it is, spirituality or magic or whatever it is. And that's sometimes things manifest and sometimes things not. It's because we are at different levels in every area of our lives. We may be doing great when it comes to maybe our self-esteem, our self-love, and believing in ourselves. But then we may not be doing as well with being able to create opportunities for ourselves. Yet. So if there is a certain topic in your tarot reading where you keep getting promises and it doesn't happen for you, obviously you're just somewhere in the cycle where you're moving just through the journey of life, learning, getting experience. And really, I'm seeing that actually the wonderful thing that I'm seeing in your reading is all in your hands with spiritual learning. It's not like there is a time where you just have to wait until it happens. I believe it's actually in your hands. The more you're focused on your spiritual growth and understanding that things happen for you and not to you, and to see what the feedback of life is trying to tell you, and from that feedback to grow, trying to figure out, ask, to learn, to try to do it better the next time and get the feedback, and so on. This way you'll help yourself grow in a much faster way. And so the reading here is showing not to be attached to the outcome, but the more you're attached to the process of growth and learning and understanding, the faster you will be taking yourself to these promises that your tarot cards have been showing you. And at the end of the day, ending the reading with the Two of Cups was really magical. It shows that you see, Two of Cups is reciprocative energy. What you want wants you back. What you desire in your heart wants you back. So it's a matter of clarity and understanding how to get to it. And then as you grow, energy, just like the flow of the Dakini, brings it to you effortlessly. It just pops and appears into your life like that. And my dear soul family, this is exactly what I see in today's reading of why do tarot readings sometimes manifest but at other times not. And if you've enjoyed this reading, please let me know if you are interested in having a reading like that and doing a series like that where we answer one pressing question that we really want to know and see what tarot tells us. I would enjoy doing that, especially that in this series I want to collaborate with you guys. See your minds, see your magic. See, you don't need to know a lot of tarot or oracle or any of that. Use your magic. If you notice something, you can say one little thing. Hey, I noticed the yellow is this or the red is that or whatever you just notice. Share your thought with it. It could bring more magic. Collaborate with each other and let's have a conversation for every month, once a month, where we figure something out by not saying our opinions, but actually asking the cards and seeing what energy is telling us. And that's what I see in today's reading. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. I've enjoyed it very much. Let me know what you think. This was the reading, and if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Also, by the way, if you're interested in zodiac tarot readings, make sure you check out my other channel. It's the first link in the description box. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, My Dear Soul Family. This book could really help you out manifest and create the things that you want by not just being productive, but enjoying the productivity process. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it. But you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear soul family, it was a real pleasure doing this reading for you. You don't understand how much I loved and enjoyed it and got so much aha moments out of this reading. I will forever cherish really the learnings that I got today. I cannot wait to hear your perspective, whether small or big. I'm going to enjoy this conversation. And until the next time, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.